Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Bank Shot Breakdown. We're going to go over 4 college basketball games for Monday, February 12th, 2024. Now, if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comments section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my college basketball bank shot best bet, you can find us at the premium picks tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alrighty, let's get into it. Here are the games for Monday in college hoops. First up, we see Wake Forest and Duke. This one's going to be a 7 p.m. Eastern start time. It's going to be on ESPN, one of the better games on the board for Monday. And, I'm looking at the under in this game. I think both of these offenses are certainly capable, but I think both of these defenses are underrated, especially Wake Forest defense. This is a team that's really strong on the defensive glass. They don't take too many fouls. They force tough shots. And, most importantly, they're a decent three-point defense. That's important against Duke. A good three-point shooting team that scores a lot of its points from the perimeter. Duke, on the other side, I think they're a strong defensive team as well. Also, great defensive rebounding team. They're disciplined. A decent three-point defense. I'd like to see it improve a little bit, but they force tough shots, and they look to slow things down defensively. Their average possession length on defense this year is 301 in the nation. And Wake Forest, offensively, pretty slow offense. So I think if Duke does dictate the pace, it's going to be a slower one. And I think while both of these offenses, like I said, certainly capable and good shooting teams, I think the defenses win the day in this one. So I'm going to take the under in Wake Forest and Duke. Next up, we see West Virginia and TCU. This one's going to be a 8 p.m. Eastern start time. It's going to be on ESPN+. Now, I know TCU's lost 2 straight games, but West Virginia is in far worse form right now, and I think this is a good get-right spot for TCU. I got to back them here, lay the points. TCU returns home where they played their best basketball of the season. They didn't play a really tough non-conference schedule this year, and I think that may have hurt them here in a few of these games in conference play. But at home, West Virginia on the other side, they saw the last game against Texas, 94-58, the final score on the road. I don't think this game's going to get that ugly, but it very well could be. TCU, very strong rebounding team. West Virginia, their front court's had a lot of injuries this season, so they've been one of the weakest rebounding teams in the conference. Their defense not forcing enough turnovers. The shot quality numbers aren't the best. And offensively, they're ranked 284th in effective field goal percentage, 313th in two-point percentage. I just don't think the offense does enough in this game either. Got to go with TCU here. I think they bounce back, win this game, and cover the number. Next up, we see Alcorn State and Mississippi Valley State. This one's going to be an 8:30 Eastern start time. I've mentioned a few times, last couple of seasons in spots at home in conference play, Mississippi Valley, we found some value with this team. And in the last couple of games, they've, played against Arkansas Pine Bluff and Jackson State. Playing at home, they were catching way too many points, and they covered the number in both of those games despite losing straight up. But now, off of 2 straight covers, I can't get there with the Delta Devils in this one. I mentioned Alcorn State, I think, is one of the more underrated teams in this conference. And now here they are after, a rough start to conference play at 1-3 record. They're 5-5, back at 500. Coming off a nice win on the road against Pine Bluff. They won that game by 12 points, even though it wasn't a great shooting night for Alcorn State now, when they were 54% from the free throw line. They were 28% from 3 and 47% from 2-point range. Not great numbers. They still win the game by 12. That's really impressive for me. I think their offense is a big day here. Not only are they one of the better 3-point shooting teams in this conference, but they're a really good offensive rebounding team. They get to the free throw line. They take care of the basketball better than most teams do in the SWAC. I like Alcorn State in this one by a good margin. Next up, we see Kansas and Texas Tech. This one's going to be a 9 p.m. Eastern start time. It's going to be on ESPN. Probably the game of the night in college basketball for the Monday card, and it should be a good one. Texas Tech, really good home court advantage. We saw them, going on a 3-game losing streak, but they returned home, play UCF. They won that game by 7 points last time out, so they were able to snap out of it, snap that losing streak. And Kansas, this team has not been great on the road recently. We've seen them play really good basketball at home, coming off the win against Baylor. They beat Houston at home in blowout fashion, really. But on the road, their last few true road games, a loss at Kansas State, a loss at Iowa State, a loss at West Virginia. They lost to UCF not too long ago on the road. I can't get there with the Jayhawks in this game. Texas Tech, I think a guy like Warren Washington is somebody that I think can compete with Hunter Dickinson in this game. He's got the size. And, Texas Tech, a solid defensive team. Their offense is actually ranked 11th in the country in adjusted offensive efficiency. A good 3-point shooting team all of a sudden. At the beginning of the year, this team was really struggling to shoot the basketball, but they were creating such good looks that we figured that there was going to be some positive regression for the Red Raiders. And we're seeing it now. I think Texas Tech wins this game outright. Give me Texas Tech on the money line. And that's it. Those are the games for Monday in college basketball. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to put your college basketball picks in the comments section section below. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.